exciting Samsung Galaxy Fold, which has just been announced in the Indian market at a price point of rupees 1,64,999. Yes, you heard it right. The price of this innovative smartphone is 1,64,999, and you can now pre-book this smartphone on Samsung's official website. The pre-booking will start on October 4 and the deliveries will start by October 20th in the Indian market. So, before we talk about the specifications, let's have a look at the overview, at the design overview of this beautiful and innovating handset. So, as you can see, we have two displays. Here we have the 7.3 inches primary display of this handset. When you unfold it, you can have a complete look of the primary display, and when you fold it, we have a 4.6 inches sleek display at the front of this device. So this is the hinge that connects the two displays, and Samsung has refined the design. You can see the Samsung branding in the center of this hinge. At the back side, we have a triple lens camera setup stacked vertically on the left corner of the rear panel of the device, and here we have the volume rockers and power button, plus on this left edge we have the SIM card tray. At the bottom we have a type C charging port, a microphone, and on the left hand's edge you can find the bottom wiring speaker. So talking about the display, there's a lot to talk about this QX GA Plus dynamic AMOLED display, which comes in 4.2:3 aspect ratio. Now this is an infinity flex display with a resolution of 2152 into 1536, which gives you 362 ppi. So you get a 362 pixel count on this infinity flex OLED display. And talking about the display which will use mostly during for your everyday task, you can use a dialer, you can open the Play Store, you can open the camera, you can search, you can even type on this display. So this is going to be your primary display for most of the tasks. But when you want to stream multimedia, you can simply unfold the fold and you will be presented with a 7.3 inches infinity flex display, which gives you a pixel count of 326. So talking about the display that Samsung has offered, at front we have a 4.6 inches HD plus Super AMOLED screen with 21:9 aspect ratio. This is very much usable. You can use it for everything. Let me just show you how the camera works on the interface of the smartphone. Pretty much similar that we have seen with the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, and this smartphone uses the same camera setup that we have tested on Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. So you get the flagship camera, and you also get a 10 megapixel selfie camera at the front of this handset. Plus when you unfold it, you get a dual lens camera setup at front. So we have a 10 megapixel camera at front, and talking about the front dual camera, we have a 10 megapixel selfie camera. Let me just open the selfie camera for you. So now this is the selfie camera of the smartphone. Let me just read out the specifications of the camera because there's a lot to talk about the smartphone. So talking about the dual lens selfie camera that we have at the front of the smartphone, this uses a 10 megapixel f2.2 sensor, which provides you 80-degree field of view, and then you also have the 8 megapixel RGB depth camera, so you can have a hardware driven bokeh effect by using the 8 megapixel secondary camera on this smartphone. Now when I fold the handset, you can see the triple lens camera setup at the rear panel. And talking about the triple lens camera setup at the rear panel, we have a 16 megapixel ultra wide angle lens which works on f2.2 aperture size and gives you a field of view of 123 degrees. Plus we have a 12 megapixel wide angle lens that works on f1.5 to f2.4 aperture, which is a variable aperture technology introduced by Samsung. And then we have the 12 megapixel telephoto lens, which is optically stabilized and works on f2.4 aperture and gives you 45-degree field of view. So this smartphone works, this can give you dual iOS. So the two cameras at the rear panel are optically stabilized, and Samsung says that you also get the super steady mode. So while shooting the videos, you have that optically stabilized mode working to give you steady image output. So this is a wide angle shot that I have just captured from this smartphone. As you can see, the clarity resembles the pictures that we have shot with Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus and the other smartphones, flagship smartphones from Samsung. Let me just take you to the specifications once. So here we are in the settings menu, and as you can see, we have 4380 milliampere battery unit. Basically there are two battery units offered by Samsung. One is placed on the left hand side and one is placed on the right hand side, and they both work in conjunction to give you 4380 milliampere battery power. Talking about the processor, we have the 7 nanometer 64-bit octa-core Snapdragon 855 chipset, plus you get 12 gigabyte of RAM with this smartphone. Let me just check the storage for you. Let me tell you that this smartphone does not come with a micro SD card slot, so all you get is the internal storage, and you also get fast charging with this handset. So the 4380 milliampere battery unit supports fast charging, and Samsung has also informed us that you will get a 24 into 7 team working for you if you face any problems with this handset. So a dedicated team will be working for you, and you can just call them if you are facing any issues with this handset. So you get 12 gigabyte of RAM and 512 gigabyte of internal storage with this smartphone. Let me just play a video for you so that you can have a better understanding of how the 7.3 inches infinity display gives and runs the videos on this smartphone. So as you can see, I am now running a 4:3 aspect ratio video on this display, because this is actually a 4:3 aspect ratio screen. Very unique. You will not find this kind of aspect ratio in the market. We also have the Huawei Mate X, but that gives you a perfect square 1:1 aspect ratio screen. But this you get with this smartphone, you get 4:3 aspect ratio, and normally when you shoot images from your camera, the aspect ratio is 4:3, so you will get a perfect 4:3 picture when you shoot from this smartphone. So our viewers are asking the price point. So this smartphone is priced at rupees 1,64,999, which is an ultra premium price point, but you are paying this for the innovation that Samsung has created over a decade. So Samsung was working on this smartphone for over 8 to 9 years, and now this is finally available in the Indian market. So if you are looking for a device that you want to flaunt, that is packed with leading edge technology, then this is the handset that you should go for. But make sure that this is the first consumer iteration of the smartphone, and you might face some issues, but Samsung says that that a team is working 24/7 for you guys, so you can call them anytime and they will be happy to solve the issues that you face with the smartphone. Talking about the multitasking experience, this screen, 7.3 inch screen, can run three applications at a time. So let me just show you how the multitasking works here. So I have just opened the Chrome. As you can see, just opening the Chrome divided the 7.3 inches screen into two sections. Now I can also open the calendar, and you can see that now the screen is divided into three sections. We have Chrome running on the right side, and then we have the calendar running on the right side just below the Chrome browser, and on the left side we have the YouTube running. So you can customize how much screen area you want to give to the particular application. So you can open the multitasking pane, you can run the Samsung Notes here, you can type, and simultaneously you can stream the videos on the left side of the screen. You can customize the screen's area that you want to give to YouTube, to your note making applications and other applications that you will run on this smartphone. One thing to note is here that you can see the crease at the center of this smartphone. So while folding it, you will notice that there's a crease here. So we just inquired from Samsung that over time will this crease become prominent. This can be a possibility, but Samsung is telling us that you can be rest assured that this crease that is visible right now will stay like this only, and this will not increase over time over the course while you use the handset. So 6 months down the line or 1 year down the line, this crease will not be more prominent. This will stay as it is and will work seamlessly with the 7.3 inches Infinity Flex display. So this smartphone is now available in the Indian market. You can pre-book it and it will start shipping by October 20th, and you can pre-book it on Samsung official website. Besides, you can also buy it from Samsung's official stores across the country, and it will also be available at Samsung's Opera House, which is the biggest Samsung store in Bengaluru city. So this was everything about the Samsung Galaxy Fold. I hope you liked this video. Let us know what you think about the new device. If you have any questions related to the Samsung Galaxy Fold, you can write those questions in comments and we would be happy to answer all those questions. So this was just a quick overview of the all new Samsung Galaxy Fold. I think the most exciting smartphone that you can buy in the Indian market. I think if money is peanuts for you and you just love to flaunt new technology, then this is the smartphone you should go for. Let us know what you think about this video. This is Rohit Arora signing off. Have a good day.